Hi, welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your co-pilot into the universe of Chinese. We are going to continue on this journey of learning just one Chinese expression a day. Yesterday, we learned 于情于理. 于情于理 talks about according to reasoning or emotion or feelings. In whatever way, you can come to this conclusion. So this is used at the end of a persuasion of somebody to say 于情于理, this should be the way. And today we're going to continue with 理想主义. The same 理 is about reasoning. It came from the patterns on the jade, in jade processing, that the artisans or craftsmen, they try to keep the streaks or the patterns on the jade better presented. Right? I'm pretty sure, like in jade, if inside internal patterns, the jade can be cut in different directions, that the patterns is going to be shown differently. So that's a pretty important trade back then. So 理 used as pattern recognition becomes the symbol for reasoning. 想, okay, 想 is top and bottom structure. The top is the sound maker. It sounds like 香. We talks about 香 means neutral. And the bottom is the symbol of heart. So this is in ancient Chinese, heart is used to express if it's a cognitive function. So it could be used as emotional or reasonable. So it's a kind of a mental activity. So 想 becomes the expression for think or thinking. So 理想, actually, if it's a reasoning and it's thinking, we combine these two characters, actually means idealism. Now think about it. It probably is true, because if this is based on theoretical or just by thinking and reasoning without any attachment to the reality, right? It got to be a sort of idealism. It's not practical. It's not tested in reality. So that becomes 理想, becomes ideal. Like that's something you're just by your brain try to come up with a vision or something that you think it's how the thing works. So that's ideal. And with 主义 together, 主义 added the ism. It's like a school of thought. So you have your dreamy world, 理想, your ideal, and then you have this school of thought. It becomes idealism, right? Idealism. Okay. 主义 主 it came from this cute looking thing. It actually means this teardrop shape inside this structure. It is a candle. The light of the candle, the fire, the little fire inside the candle. So that used as the main or the source, right? The source of energy, the source of light, that used as the main thing. And if we use this 主 combined with the stick figure, means person. The main person means master, right? But we used here in combination with E. And E, we talked before. Here's a reminder. This is the ancient, fully spelled out, complete Chinese character. Well, complete in the sense of it's a part of historical process. And of course, there are variations. And then people kind of come to agree that this is how the E looks like back then. So on the top, there is this sheep with horns and the fluffy furs sticking horizontally. That's visually to mean it's a sheep. And the bottom is character that means me. It's a self-referral, pronounced as 我. So sheep, 我. I mean, sheep, me, means me as a sheep. me as a sacrifice. So sheep in Eastern culture as well as symbol of innocence, of sacrifice as well. Or it could be like people after hearing what the Western people's interpretation of E, and then the scholars on the East kind of say, oh, we have this word in our character that means kind of a moral right thing to do meaning. So that becomes interpreted as, okay, the sheep represents your ideal or things you want to sacrifice to. So E in this sense means this ideal or this meaning, like you interpret something, you apply yourself to, like as a sheep, to something, and then that deducted as the meaning. So main meaning is the school of thoughts or the gist of something, and then it becomes ism. You know, in English is whatever ism, hedonism, stoicism, right? Stoicism or idealism. So the full thing is idealism. And I use a picture over here to show, okay, what do you see? Okay, so how do you answer? The answer is, if you see broken dish, you're you're a realistic person, okay? And if you see a tree trunk, then you are this idealistic person. But I tested with my kid. He has an argument that this is meant, like this is not a random broken pattern. Like there's no way that I can interpret not as a tree, because this tree trunk looking thing is intentional. Obviously, it's placed as such as a tree. So you're supposed to see that tree first before even go to the next layer of it as a broken dish. So in any case, idealism means you are seeing something. I mean, we all know what idealism is, but it comes with your reasoning or thinking about something that's your ideal. And then we always use 主义 as the school of thought marker. All right, cash into the currency of thinking, and just one word a day. See you another day.